Hey guys, welcome to the In All In podcast where the regular girlies have the real conversations. It's your girl Major Key,
It's your girl Champy.
And it's your girl Ash Nicole. And we
and
back with
we
another episode.
we about to get right into it, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, hope y'all feeling good. It's so weird to have our first episode without y'all in the comments. But make sure y'all keep that same engagement underneath the post when we actually post the episode. Okay?
Yep.
So how was y'all weekend?
My weekend was cool. Real chill. I didn't really do much. I went to get my lashes done, got my breaks done. Went to see my girlies yesterday. We did a little hookah. And then I went to see my godmom yesterday. And today I just chill. I really caught up on a lot of sleep because last night the alarm in my building just was going off for like 30
Mm.
minutes.
That's annoying.
And it was probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was just so annoyed. And we was just like, what the hell? We tried to like take down the fire alarm things. What's they called?
Not
The
the
little
smoke
alarm.
detectors.
The smoke detectors.
Oh
That's
shoot,
everything.
Oh, but it was just like, no, it was just actually the building.
I'm cracking up.
So I
That's
got to rest
anything.
today. I didn't get up until like 2 o'clock, which is weird.
Okay.
Mm.
That's some real good sleeping in right
That
there.
is real good sleep.
What you do, okay?
This weekend, I didn't really do anything. I just chilled with my man all weekend, really. And then I saw my girls. We went and got some hookah. I actually got sick off the hookah, y'all. Like today, I was like all nauseous. My head was hurting, everything. I just started feeling better. So that was my weekend, just recovering and chilling.
Not recovering.
This is so good.
My
So,
weekend was cool. I just worked, honestly. I worked yesterday, I worked today, and so I'm probably going to clean up my closet a little bit and probably try to sand my dresser so that I can paint it tomorrow so I can get my stuff in there because I'm so sick of living out of a box. It's getting on my nerve. So
Mm,
that's it for me. The weekend was just work. Oh, I got my car detailed today, girl.
I was
When I
big.
said I needed it so bad, the car was
Mm-hmm.
filthy. Filthy. So I look good now.
I like to vacuum
Mhm.
my car out sometimes, actually.
What'd you say?
I like to vacuum my own car out.
I don't.
Like, I like getting it detailed too, but I actually find it soothing to vacuum my own car sometimes.
I love that for you because I would never.
I'm not touching that. I'm always gonna get somebody to do it or get my man to do it. And lately, my man is
Same.
doing it, so I'm not
Listen, I
touching
love a car wash that do it all for you. Just get out the car
it.
and then they call your car with your keys. Here you go, it's
Yes. Oh my
done.
gosh. Yes. In Jersey,
I,
we
Love
just
it.
had it.
I still love vacuuming mine too, though.
Oh.
I'm a little detail, but I like to get into my own course sometimes and do my thing.
Child, can we get into this Diddy stuff? Because I've been waiting to talk about it.
Ciao. Let's
Okay.
get started with it.
I cannot like. I mean, I believed it. I've been believed it when she first came out with the lawsuit and they settled in like less than 24 hours. I believed it.
Yeah.
Then. I believed it before they even settled. But to see that video in like real time, it really kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Like everything is usually a joke for me, but that was like wow. Like she was really living in hell. And
Mhm.
everybody else thinks that like you got this luxury life, you got this man with all this money, and you pretty, you having it your way. Whole time you're getting your ass beat. That's
Mm.
horrible. Like felt so bad about it.
When
And I
the
just
sorry, when the thing first came out, did y'all like read through everything, or was it like a skim thing, or what you like kind of just researched?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
just
when I
skim it.
first saw it, I just looked at the video. I couldn't even look at the video because I was a little I wasn't traumatized myself because I never been through that. But like I just felt like my heart just break for her. Like, oh my gosh, like just imagine he did this in a hotel where he knows there's cameras. Just imagine what he was doing behind closed doors. So I couldn't even like picture myself even like reading through like details or anything. Like I seen the video one time and that was enough for me because that actually really broke my heart for her. And just to know that it could have, knowing who he is and how powerful he is, like it could have been way worse. And I know it was way worse based on like all the allegations that are coming out and just everything. So like I couldn't even read through anything else. Like I just saw that one clip and I was done. Like I couldn't move on with that. It was too
Yeah,
much.
I think you're talking about the original case that came out, like when
Yeah,
she first. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
one, that one I skimmed through just a little bit. How I just saw like how he always had her like drugged up. That's
Mhm.
kind of where I was like, drew the line. Like,
Mm.
and so I hate when people get into this place where they're like, oh, why didn't she say something sooner? Or why didn't she come forward sooner? I truly feel like you don't know how when you in a space like that. Like, again, he's a super powerful man. And I feel like he probably knows senators. He probably know shit. He probably could call the president. Who knows? Like, he probably locked in. So it's like, okay, I tell somebody, and then what? Like, then what's gonna come of it? Like, now he might try to kill me now that I'm telling all of these secrets, all of this stuff that he do to me. So I feel like she was super scared then. But to think like that somebody got you heavily drugged for the majority of the time that y'all was together is crazy. Like, think of the long term effects that that has on her, her health, her body, all the trauma that she went through, like having sex with different people. Like, that to me is just like, how do you even heal from something like that? So I really believe that it's her current husband who is pushing her in her healing journey, and who's telling her like, this is something that you truly need to face in order for you to really go forward, because now we have two daughters, and your trauma is going to bleed into them, because you're going to be scared to let them do anything. Like, you're going to be shielding
Yeah.
them from everything. So I feel like he is a good man for standing beside her and making her come forward and creating an environment where she felt safe enough to tell him all the stuff that happened to her.
And I really just can't believe that Diddy was like that evil. Like I just saw this tweet that said he made her go get breast implants and he didn't like him. And the next day he turned around and told the doctor to take him out. Like how evil can you be to force somebody into surgery twice, knowing the risk of like what complications comes with like surgery? Like you have to be like a
Well,
different type of effed up for you to even do that. You know?
well, I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
actually a bit insane.
agree. Like he didn't give him time to heal to even see what they look like. Like he just was like, no.
Take him
Well, that's what the
out.
tweet said. Don't know if it's true or not, but based on what everybody is corroborating in the comments, it seems real true. Mm.
It's a lot of things that's coming out about him, and I feel so annoyed that I'm picking and choosing on what I want to believe. But
Mm.
like, y'all believe that about TD Jakes and like Meek Mill and all of that? Like,
I don't know that.
what?
Whatever.
Well, apparently, TD Jakes was at one of his little swinger parties,
Hmm.
doing this thing, and I ain't saying
What
in a
is
straight
he
way.
He said, "Have you ever been swallowed?"
saying? You know what?
Like what?
So
Say this.
I don't know. I'm gonna need some real core hard evidence for that one for me to
I'm gonna
believe
need.
that one.
I'm gonna need a head to been there and see it for myself for me to really believe TD Jakes. Like this is somebody that my mom and dad grew up watching in the morning. Pastor, like you was there. Like oh my god, that's
Like, what
crazy.
was you doing at a Diddy party?
What were you doing at a Diddy party? Like,
What was that invitation like too? like, you trying to come to this party? Like what?
Well, P Diddy, look, you wanna? I got a couple guys that need some praying.
right. I
This
know. And then
summer.
y'all boy meet. Y'all know he the
I'm screaming at your boy.
I'm saying y'all from Philly. Like this is your hero. Like
Now
Ah,
we're
he
here.
our
I'm just
mascot.
a
Like
hero.
Wait, before we move to Meek Mills, I want to comment on the TG Jakes thing because I seen a post that Dr. Umar had put up about the TG Jakes thing, and he said, "I'm not going to give this too much energy as we have far more important issues to address than what happened 10 years ago. However, this isn't the end for Diddy. TD Jakes will help him set up his own mega church. He will be saved and baptized and will probably make more money as a pulpit pimp than he ever has as a mogul. Puffy will rise from the ashes, born again." Thoughts?
mm, I usually
Now,
side
Dr.
with
Umar,
Dr.
I think
Umar.
you're a little throwed off right
I
there.
think he's off. I usually agree with you, Umar. Mm-mm.
To say that he gonna be a pastor is crazy.
Like who's gonna believe that? I
And I
Do you
feel
think
like,
that he can be born again?
yeah, I think
Yes.
that
yeah, he
everybody
could be
can be
born
forgiven
again,
and born again.
but to
Absolutely.
be a pastor after
I
nobody.
mean, there's pastors that were strung out on drugs that really went to the way of the Lord and is really out here pastoring. But I feel like it's gonna be hard to judge whether it's genuine or whether
Mm-mm.
it's just a front. Like that video he put up today, like I feel like his PR person, his Instagram manager was like, I need you to post this video right now saying that you're sorry and be real genuine and almost cry a little bit so that people could take it and be like, you know what? Let me not judge. It was something that he did in the past. He said he was down and out. He was on drugs. He was this. He was that. And he even used like reverse psychology to be like, oh, I'm not giving an excuse for my actions. I totally take accountability, blah, 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 blah. But just the other day, you tweeted, the truth will come to the light or something like that. He
Mhm.
said, and it's like, okay, yeah, the truth is coming. Like, did you think that like that wasn't going to come out, or did you think
Right.
like you wanted people to presume that you were innocent? But then this video came out and you're not. So it's like now your cover's blown. So to say that
Right.
he would become a pastor, I don't think that would be a thing. And if he did, it would just be hard for me to take him serious.
Yeah, like he could probably try, but I just don't see him having a following that's gonna make him like bigger than a mogul, like Dr. Umar saying. I just feel like with the Diddy whole situation, I even with the apology that came out, like I knew like that was not genuine at all. He didn't even say her name. Like he not even like kind of owning up for it. He's like you said, making an excuse. So for him to even say like, oh, he might be a pastor, people gonna forget this and they gonna see the light in him. Nah, I don't think we gonna see that for him. Absolutely not.
That's good research though, Champy.
Do you think that society is gonna forgive him anyway, or do you feel like we canceling Diddy? Like this is the end.
I feel like just like anybody, I feel like people as time goes on, people tend to forget. I'm not gonna forgive him. Like I'ma always like look at him a little weird. Like granted, he
I
did
know
a lot for the
you've
African
been
American
waiting for us three
community.
to forgive him. I swear.
Exactly. So I'm like,
Wait,
he
what?
don't give a damn if Kiana
Oh, right,
forgive him.
right. He don't care. I know he don't care about me. Like that's cool. But like anytime you put your hands on some, I'm cool.
But
Like
see, that's the same thing with the Chris Brown thing, and I'm kind of being devil's advocate because I want people to go ahead and let it go. But I
I
feel
get
like,
that, but I think it's different with Chris Brown and Diddy. If I'm being 100% honest,
me
because
too, me
Chris
too.
Brown, he was one very young, two. He also like with Rihanna, like it was a dispute. Like I think it said in the documentary that she spit on him. Somebody spit on me. You know
It's
what I'm
up. So
saying? Like I'm. It's always gonna be a reaction. But I feel like he also got allegations like drugging people, raping people. Like it's just too much.
yeah.
Versus like and
Okay.
also
So as
Diddy,
long as
you're
we
an
clear
older
the
guy.
air with that one, as long
Wait,
as we
what?
clear the air there, as long as we clear the air,
Right.
we are team. Well, I am team Chris Brown, and I feel like Chris Brown needs to stop being judged for what he did so long ago, especially when it wasn't like him just beating on her just to beat on her. Like
Hmm.
that wasn't what he was doing. He beat
Right.
on her as a result of her assaulting him first.
Right.
And still that doesn't make it right. Like
At
I don't
all.
feel like he should have hit her back, but I also feel like we have to give him a break. Like he was 17 years old. Like he
Mhm.
made a mistake. His life was in the limelight, and now nobody is letting it go. So I just wanted to be ahead of that for people to be like, oh well, what about Chris Brown? Like I truly want to cancel Diddy. Like
Yeah.
I truly, truly do. Like, I feel like I don't care about the music you made. I don't care about the impact you made on
I ain't
the
gonna say
careers
that
of
very
other. Like, I
much.
love the music. Don't get me wrong, but like, I feel like that's the same thing with the whole R. Kelly thing. Like, people keep trying to
Yes.
separate R. Kelly from what he
Mm-mm.
did. Like, separate his music from what he did. Like, what he was talking about in the music was what he
Was
did.
about the
So
kids. Like,
like I can't
yeah,
even like
no.
even if a R. Kelly song come on right now, like I'm cringy. Like,
Do you
ugh,
turn
like
it
what
off
you
though,
mean?
or do you just
I
feel cringe?
turn it off. I don't listen to it because I truly feel like I can't listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, like it just give me like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
So
I'm like,
that was actually somebody I saw on Instagram just had a wedding, and they first dance or they was dancing like the mom and the son was dancing to a R. Kelly song like Step in the Name of Love, and I was like like kept going in the story like why would you pick that song? I
Like,
was
what
like,
type of love you talking about?
on my wedding playlist, but I definitely probably won't change the radio if a R. Kelly song come on, just because I still like the R. Kelly music, and I won't probably change if the Bad Boys songs come on. Like he
that's what I'm saying.
he
That
produced so many like songs that I actually like that I'm like, all right, I could cancel him, but not cancel him in that way. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
So what way would you be canceling them?
It's such a
it's
funny thing.
not-
I'm good.
I ain't gonna be. Well, he ain't even a part of the revolt of Ciroc no more. But I wouldn't like participate in it financially contributing to anything that he got going on as far as like that. But I guess it's still financially contributing if I'm listening to the music. So
Mm.
whatever. I'm a hypocrite.
I'm a hypocrite.
I like what I like, I guess.
Y'all don't cancel us, please.
But yeah, I think that I'm definitely probably still go listen to some of the music
Hmm.
that him, R. Kelly, and Chris Brown have out. No,
Just to clear
That's
the air,
enough.
Champagne's listening to all the music, guys.
yeah, I love. I don't think I'm gonna cancel that, but I definitely respect the people who are going to. Like that's strong minded.
Hmm.
I'll get there
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. I mean, the difference I think between Diddy's music and R. Kelly's music is Diddy is not talking about the things that he was doing in his life and his music.
Mm,
Like he literally just has catchy music that just gonna get the vibe going.
yeah,
But for R. Kelly to be like age ain't nothing but a number, or
yeah, that's
you
the
you may be young but you ready, like
Yeah, no.
I don't know about it.
that's because
Like,
Cringe. That's
listening
definitely cringe.
to
but shout out to Cassie. We over here praying for you, girl.
Then you love Cassie.
sending Casey all the love.
Sending all the domestic violence.
'Cause this is a lot. Like,
And also, before we jump into the next topic, because we're gonna a little in on this one, okay,
We
y'all. But
did.
anyway, I was looking at the Instagram and or the shade room of the video, and so many guys were saying like, okay, when women get beat on, it's this whole big thing, but like men get domestically abused
They
too.
do.
mhm.
And I don't know. Like, I don't know where the insensitivity came from when it comes to domestic violence with men. But I feel like, I'm sending love to y'all too, because men definitely are in domestically
Hmm.
violent
Oh
relationships.
yeah, that make me.
Um,
I don't like when women like beating on men and men.
yeah, like
I
I don't
know.
want nobody to beat on nobody.
Yeah, and it's like some men.
Everybody keep your hands to yourself.
Right. Men will just like take it because they feel like they're stronger and can do it and they just letting these women beat on them. But
Hmm.
I still feel like that's cringy. Like, why are you sitting up here beating on this man knowing that he's
Yeah,
gonna hit you back? Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
come
Like,
on.
I don't like when the girls put stuff on Instagram like, oh, I punch on niggas, or I punch my baby dad in the mouth. What?
A mess.
I, I don't know. Maybe they be joking, maybe they don't, but
I
whatever.
hope you're joking. Because
Like,
if you hitting that grown man in his mouth, like,
yeah,
I
no.
ain't even saying
I
nothing
don't like
else.
it.
We do not
But
support.
yeah, sending love to the men in domestically violent relationships too. Um, Nobody should be doing that. Honestly, it gives very weak. Um, yeah,
Yeah, putting your hands on people. Once they get to that point, just go ahead and leave. Like,
Just
it's
go
just.
ahead
yeah,
and leave the
I mean, I
situation.
think some people are afraid to leave or don't feel like they can leave and all of this, all of the things that come behind it. But if you can leave, I feel like
yeah.
that's
I
the
mean,
Yeah.
personally, like I've been in an argument where I probably could have been hit. Um, and I just was like, oh, yeah, that's my cue. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Like this, this ain't that. Like you not, like literally verbally threatened. Like this is why niggas hit bitches.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we done. It's
okay.
it's a done deal,
Like,
Stan.
you
So
can show me better than you could tell me.
yeah.
Right.
At
Yeah,
this
you do not have to show
Mm.
me. I'm cool. I'm cool.
yeah,
And then like just hearing like personally my mom's stories about her being in a domestically violent relationship. I feel like we
Mm.
laugh about it now, but like my mom could have probably lost her life, and that was before I was even born. So it's just like imagine what her life could have been like if he actually did something to her that hurt her physically where it was permanent
yeah,
or killed her.
Mm.
So I mean, we get to laugh about it now, but like in all actuality, that's not a joke. Like the stories that she told me is so gruesome. Like, why was you letting somebody do that to you? And she would just tell me like she was just so scared. Like she just felt like there was no escape. Like she couldn't get away from him. The only reason she did is because he got locked up and ended up dying in jail. So I mean, with that being said, I feel like I got a little soft spot for domestic violent relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Very.
Especially having to wait until like something actually happened to this person
Mm-hmm.
for you to
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
do something. That's definitely scary.
I
But
couldn't imagine. I really couldn't imagine being scared for my life, like every single day, not knowing if this man gonna come home in a happy mood, sad mood. Like that's like that movie. What was it? Where she was about to marry him. It was a Medea movie.
what temptation?
Oh
No,
no, Medea no, not that one. What's the
That
one
girl
with
sounds
she
like
was
a
about
movie?
to get married?
Diary of a Mad Virgin.
No, family
No, it wasn't
reunion.
that.
Family
Family
reunion. That's what it
reunion.
was.
Yeah.
When it was like, "Welcome to
Tyler Perry.
springtime."
For
Right.
making hits.
But yeah, it was like that movie. Her mom still wanted her to marry this man, knowing she was getting her
Crazy.
behind beat.
That was
Like,
crazy.
what? That's crazy. Like,
No
Don't
but
say
yeah.
no man.
Anyway,
That
this
is
is getting a little too dark.
All right, so let's talk about we was talking about relationships. Let's talk about Meatball and her man. That's not her man. That might be her man again.
Right.
a mess.
Like,
So
okay, Meatball, shout out to Meatball, Philly native. If you don't know Meatball, go follow her page, period.
He
She
loves
definitely going
meatball and meatball love him.
period. She definitely gonna keep you occupied, entertained, though, that's for sure.
Mhm.
But he got her name tattooed on his face. He
On
clearly
his
loved him some Meatball.
he's showing the world like if you look at me in my eye, you can see my girl
He
name.
should have got Meatball and not Deja, because don't nobody know who that is. They know who
No,
Maybe
Meatball
on the
is.
other eye he could get
Meatball,
Deja
you know what I'm saying?
meatball.
I would have just got Deja.
Like, he should have just got Meatball. Like,
He
don't
don't
nobody
call her
know.
meatball in the house. He call her Deja.
Like
He
that's
called
a
her Meatball.
appropriate apology. Getting your significant other name Titty.
No.
Right. I
Because
think it
now she
is.
don't want you back. Now
Okay,
you
I
just
think
walking around.
it is.
I think
Like,
if you want to tell me that you love me and that you want me back, you got to type my name on your face. Like, simple.
Prove it.
I
now,
respect it,
now
B.
what if you don't want him back?
That's
Oh,
what.
well, it's on you. At
He's
least I'll be a
crazy.
forever memory on your body.
Damn, that's you ain't getting no cover up for that.
No, you can't. What you going to get to cover it up?
I don't know.
He
Nothing.
might try to get something to cover it up. Who knows?
No,
But
he gonna have to just get that joint lasered off. But that's crazy that he
he got
got
it in
that.
red ink. I
You
feel
think
like,
she went back to him?
oh, for sure.
Probably.
I think that him getting it in red ink was like, okay, slight move into a situation. Because when you get red ink, it's a little different than actually
Mhm.
the regular, what is it, green or whatever.
Black,
But
green, yeah.
yeah, because I feel like the red you could cover up a little easier than the other. But I definitely think that she was going through a lot on Instagram these past couple weeks, and with
She
him,
loved him.
I
Yeah, she
know
do.
with him getting that name, I feel like she immediately went back.
Absolutely.
I mean,
They
they
was
were
having
on
sex that
They were
night.
on FaceTime. Like they, if
And
you
she
think they not having, right?
right.
Like, girl, you back up in there. Like it's cool.
Child, they was fucking that night for sure. Like, absolutely
Would
was.
y'all accept a face tat as an apology, Kiana? You said yes.
Yes, I do.
I mean,
Now,
no, because I feel like you look stupid now, but I feel like I like the gesture. If I was,
okay. So
if
is
I
it
was
accepting it or no? You like halfway accepted?
halfway,
Halfway
because now
accepted
I
it.
gotta walk
Everybody
around.
gonna accept it. If your man gets your name tatted, you're gonna be like, yeah,
No, because
like
now
I
I
want
gotta
you
walk around
back.
with you with my name on your face. Like, what are you
Like, nah,
doing?
everybody know that's not a real apology, but that's
But you
nice
that's
though.
their lifestyle. I feel like they're still living in that like made up social media world. So
Yes.
that type of apology to her was probably a sufficient apology.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I
But
feel
for
like that's up her alley for a fact.
you know, so it's not up your alley. It may be up your alley. It's definitely up Kiana alley. She said yes.
It's not up my alley, y'all. I was
But
joking.
what if he don't get
Obviously,
it
I
on his
don't want
face?
it.
What if he just get your name like somewhere? Period. Like it don't have to be on his face.
Now that's okay. And yes, I'm gonna take it as an apology.
No, y'all, getting somebody name Ted on you is not an apology. Don't be out here doing that, y'all. Heal from these people because they do not
Get the
deserve your back.
name.
Like, no,
Get the name.
get the name.
Just not on the face.
You can definitely get my name did it, and I'll take that as an apology because you probably gonna give me a funky ass regular apology anyway, and I might accept it.
Exactly. You went a little far. Like, I like
Right.
that. You really want to say sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
That's so permanent. Like,
So what y'all
love
think?
that.
Would y'all get y'all me a name to edit? as an
Already
apology.
done.
Well, as an apology to him, like we gonna
Oh
get
no,
into
not
like
as
his
an
name tatted
apology.
No,
period.
not as an apology to him for why.
No,
For
I'm not getting it as an apology because what if you don't take me back? Like, or what if we're not
what if you
together
don't?
now?
It's the
Like,
same instance. It's the same instance.
So
now
say
I
he
just got
Gotta,
you on me. Like, I just got you on me, and
suggested it as an apology. Like you got my name tatted. Then I mean, if we gonna work this out. You got show. You got to put your best foot forward. Get this name.
mhm.
I'm just saying sorry. Like,
Sorry, yo. Like, all right.
I'm
Forgive
just saying
me.
sorry. I'm not getting your name tatted as an
No, the best
apology.
apology, y'all already know. Just give that man some poom poom. He be alright.
Period. That's all
That's
you
all you
gotta
gotta
do.
do. Like, why we even up here fronting?
But just to
Next
get it
caller.
tatted, just to get it tatted, yes. Uh,
Okay. So what is the stipulation? Like, at what point are you like, you know what? I could get your name tatted. Like,
Because it needs to be like a healthy, thriving relationship. I feel like it's toxic when you get it when shit is bad.
Yeah,
I'm
like
Like,
that's
talking
kind
about
of
being
dumb.
able. I'm just asking y'all, what are the steps that this man has to take for you to want to get his name tatted?
I don't know if it has to be any steps specifically.
You like,
I'm not.
like,
It's no steps for me. I'm not getting nobody tatted on my body.
I
I'm letting
think
you know
that
that
you just have to be like my man. You have to be treating me like good. Like you made me
now. Okay, how long do he
like
got to be treating you
ask me,
good
if I
for?
come to you good, are you going to get my name tatted?
Like, okay, I feel good for a week. Now she get my name tatted.
Like,
no, I feel like it's more stipulations, but I just don't know how to like I don't think it's an order. I think it's just like whenever I feel like, all right, we locked in.
okay, so it got to be like a feeling.
Yeah, like we locked in, I'm gonna get your name tatted for sure.
All right.
What about
Hmm.
you? Kay? Are you getting a name or no?
I'm not getting nobody name tatted. Next.
Oh
Yes.
Next.
Like, why you mad? Like, we just
Because I'm not doing that. Like I'm not. All my tattoos have
wow.
meanings. All my tattoos have meanings to me. Not saying that you don't mean anything to me, but like
basically.
no,
That's exactly what you're saying.
no. I'm just not. I'm not doing that. Like, and my
When y'all
man,
start talking about the tattoo conversation, that's why I shut up.
I'm not opposed to getting a name tatted, so I'm just you know
Period.
trying to get her shit off.
Yeah.
what? Now get
High
my shit
five
off.
to that. Shit,
I'm just
ain't
not
nothing
doing
person, ain't nothing permanent nowadays. Like it's really not that deep. Get that man name tatted. If it don't work out, you could just get it covered. Like,
that.
Both
Okay,
of
heard
them
you.
pain and suffering just so you can get it
Just to go do it again.
if it's a lower name, it's not gonna hurt that bad.
So what
Now,
made
now, what if his name is Quantavious? Now you got that long ass name
But
in
it
your body.
ain't, so it don't matter.
you get your man name tatted? Like, what was the point where you was like, I'm gonna get it, or
That's
was
my
it just a
husband, and
spontaneous?
we're gonna be together for forever. So I want when I'm walking around the house for him to see his name on me and be like, "Damn, that's my wife."
Okay, is he gonna get your name tatted?
Or you could just
I
hang up your marriage license in the living room.
Now you gotta get a marriage license, then you get your name tatted.
Not
Like,
necessarily. I mean, you can do whatever you feel comfortable,
yeah.
but I don't know. I that's just a personal choice that I wanted to do, and we had talked about it before. So I was like, he probably don't think I'm really built. Like he probably don't think I really would do this shit.
He like, dare me. And I'm like,
Uh-huh. I'm about to say,
No,
you feel like he will get your name soon?
I don't know. I mean, he just got his first tattoo ever, and it has our wedding date on the back of his leg. So,
Mm.
I mean, you ain't gotta necessarily get my name. I feel like what date you gonna make up? What you gonna be like? Oh, this is
This
what
is the
your
day
birthday?
that I.
What you got married to me?
like,
He
this
gonna come up
this
with
the day my
stuff.
cousin passed away. Like,
but I definitely feel like for me, if I'm getting your name, I want you to get mine. Like,
Right.
I'm not knocking the people who just get it because it ain't. You don't gotta go into it like, oh, if you get mine, I gotta get yours. But just for me personally, I feel like we should just get each other's. Like,
yeah, that wasn't a stipulation for me.
yeah, I understand it. But outside of being married, I feel like if I was to get
Yeah,
a name to it, it'd be a mutual thing. Like, all right, we doing this together, type thing.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I agree with that because I feel like I ain't gonna be the only dummy. Like,
Yeah.
no.
You gonna get something to me.
I definitely feel that.
I remember it was one point when I think this when Steph Curry and Aisha was like mad popular, and I think he got like they wedding, like either her initial or like they wedding symbol or something around his ring finger for when he play. And I'm like, so, oh, I want that instead of rings. But no, actually, I want a ring now. So
Period.
You could get both.
You can definitely do both though.
yeah, you could do both, but I actually prefer the ring. Let me just
I think
my
I
statement.
think I'm a also get my me like a D right here on my ring finger, like little right there. I think
Mm,
that's cute too.
that's cute.
Is on her Christian ride. Like next is gonna be the
Ah,
face.
why
Like what
don't you
are you
get his
doing?
I'm gonna
face
get his
tattooed?
name
Why
five
don't you?
times. 5 times on my
Like
body.
she's
I'm
like,
gonna
I
get
ain't
his
got
face.
pain. I'm gonna get a D. What's next? Face.
Maybe I would a date like him.
Right.
He like baby steps, but it's the face is coming.
But no,
Yeah,
but I don't mind a tit.
yeah, I don't mind a little titty tit, but I definitely ain't getting your face.
No,
Yeah, no, that's extra.
I'm
Like
definitely not doing that.
the face is getting too deeply involved. Like you're
I
really,
wanted to get my grandma like face tatted, but like, where would you get that?
yeah.
That.
I'm
Don't get your grandma tattooed on your body, please. Not the face, cause like now you gonna be.
you taking it too far.
Like where I was thinking about getting it was like behind right here, and I'm just like, Imagine you
Yeah.
know where I'm
That's what
going.
I'm thinking. I'm like, don't do it.
The
Like,
I
grandma
don't
in
need
her
you to be
eye.
staring in my grandma's face.
That's too much.
Like, no, you cannot be
that
staring in
is
my grandma's face
deep.
like that.
No,
That's crazy.
Way
you
too
could get it in between like your leg, like well not like the bottom of it
Hold
by
up.
your
Where are
ankle.
we going here?
No, Kiana, no. I'll just keep her little name right here and call it a day
Yeah,
because
between the legs.
yeah,
There's a
we won't need all
little.
of that.
Yo, I will crank it up. All right.
You have to do some explaining to me.
Now
Yeah.
now your grandma face in the middle of your legs.
No, like at
Like,
the bottom by your
Mm-mm.
ankle. All right, never mind.
Just don't
mm-mm.
at this point.
Yeah,
No.
no. I ain't taking no suggestions from Kiana.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. So, what y'all think about the transgender man who laid up in that bed acting like he gave birth to that baby? Did y'all see that post?
I did.
Yes.
I really don't know, honestly, what to think.
I think it's a mental illness at this point. Like,
What
Yeah.
more do you want from
But
me? Like,
but I also feel like women who do adoption where they are getting the baby straight from birth, like they be at the hospital and they also do skin to skin. I don't know if they lay in a bed, maybe, not really
I think
sure.
they do.
this man
But
getting wheelchaired to the car as well, as if like he just
Oh,
this baby. I think he was going a bit far.
definitely a mental illness then if that was the whole thing. But I just feel like
um,
I think that we're already gonna be judgy because of the fact that it's a transgender. So I just wanted to kind of bring in the fact that adoption happens the same way, whether it's with a woman and a man, you know. But to get wheelchaired out, now you're taking it a bit far.
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
mind his skin. Like, I don't feel like that bothered me. I just feel like it just was like the whole like mental illness part of it.
yeah. I was talking about this too, and I was like, I feel like guys are very like what is it? Strong when it comes to not liking gay people or gay men.
Mm,
And I just feel like why is that?
I don't feel like I ran into that many guys who are like that anymore. Like maybe
yeah.
like, when I was
Yeah,
younger.
like when we were younger, I feel like well my dad is very, very strong in the you can't be gay kind of thing.
Shout out to your dad, though, but that's the
I just feel like he just older and set in his ways and he just
Mhm,
believes that like all of the teachings in the Bible and that it's wrong and da da da. And I
Mhm,
get that totally. But I feel like older people need to start understanding that when you start to judge or when you start to point the finger, you're just as wrong.
mhm.
Because who are you to judge? Like,
somebody, yeah.
so I feel like I had to explain to my dad. I'm like, I have gay friends who are very, very close to me, and their sexual orientation has nothing to do with me specifically. That's a conversation between them and God, and I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Mm,
So it is what it is. That ain't gonna stop me from, loving them, being their friend, whatever the case. But when we get to extreme depths of the LGBT community, it just becomes a little scary because it's like, what's really going through your mental? right now?
Mm.
What's happening in there? Like, what's happening in your head that you believe that you can be called anything? Like, now that's a
The
pronoun?
the people that be like
Like,
them non-binary, I don't get it.
heavy topic.
Okay, what did you say, Champagne?
No, go ahead. I was just saying that's a heavy topic, and I'm going to leave that one alone.
Like, I just don't understand it. And that could be the reason that there's such a heavy negative connotation to this stuff,
Mhm.
because I feel like people truly just don't understand.
Yeah.
Um and
Hmm.
that's okay. I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm verbally saying that I do not understand it. And with
But
me
it's your
not being
life.
able to understand it, it does make me a little like what, or a little bit like probably less patient. Because it's like, what's happening? Like, for real. Like, what?
Yeah, I need somebody to explain it to me in depth. Like, why do you prefer them as your pronoun? Like, why can't you just
Because
be?
you're not more than one person.
Yeah, and I think it's more of like an English thing, like a plural. Like, I'm confused. Why do you
What do you
think
mean them?
well, I don't know. I'm
They
confused.
mean like they want to be him one day, her another, so it's them. I don't know.
I mean, that makes
Okay.
sense. Okay. Nobody ever said that. Yeah, I just
The boy of the them.
I would
Shout out
assume
to
that
y'all.
might be it. I don't
um,
know. But
Okay.
anyway, I ain't trying to get canceled. So next topic.
This-
you're
There's
not
two topics that we gonna get canceled with, y'all.
I
which ones? The Diddy and
The Diddy one, and then now this one, back to back.
think we was pretty good on the Diddy one, y'all.
No, now when we started talking about Chris Brown,
Uh,
I don't
excusing
know.
him.
I think the Diddy one went cool. I think this one went like a cool, but it didn't go great.
Hmm.
cool.
But I don't know. I support y'all to the extent. Like I'm not gonna lie and say I support y'all fully.
Yeah,
LGBT,
definitely to a certain extent. It
but
depends
Hmm.
on how bad y'all piss me off.
Now how about I support y'all.
And
get
we
out.
gonna go. We gonna move on.
All right. So anyway, back to the heterosexual relationships. Where would you take your man on a first date if you was courting your man?
I don't think I ever thought of this, because why would I ever be courting a man?
Yeah.
No, you're married. Like you're not gonna court your man ever.
No, I'm saying just in general. Like, I don't think I've ever thought of like where I would take a man. Like, I don't know. We gonna go over here. Like, we gonna go out to get something to eat. We gonna keep it pushing. Like,
I'm not
I
courting
think
my man first. I don't know
I
if I
think
would
that
ever
guys
do.
do it with the intention of like getting something in return, so they want it to be like the best date.
Oh
And
yeah, if I was courting my man, I would definitely be courting for something in return. I would want it to be the best day.
I'm screaming. So, do y'all be upset if you know like a man wants sex after a date?
I don't be upset because it's expected, but I do be like, either I'm doing it or I'm not. Like it's not like a requirement. I feel like, but I
Yeah.
feel like
I feel like, but why do they expect it? Like, you asked to take me on a date. You asked to take me on a date. I said yes. Like,
I
that's
feel
it.
like the first date, you should not expect me at all to have sex with you. I feel like when you ask me on a date, you're asking to get to know me, to actually see if we vibe well. I'm not thinking like the expectation all the time is like, oh, we about to have sex. Like, no.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, but they probably are.
yeah. I feel like
Eventually, we might get there if we get that deep, but like, probably not.
I think that I'm sure y'all have, or maybe y'all haven't met somebody in real time and was like, I think they will be a nice sexual partner. Like, so
Yeah.
I feel like
Mm.
that's how men are. Like, if they are attracted to you in that way, whether it's the first date or y'all ain't date yet or y'all this third date, they gonna feel them feelings off the bat if that's how they feel.
Yeah.
They don't
Hmm.
Yeah.
a
No,
first.
I agree. I just feel like that's when your morals kick in and be like, we're gonna wait it out.
Yeah.
Give me about
Not right
give
now.
me about 30 days, two more dates. Like,
Right.
The third date and let's just go
yeah,
ahead.
like
But
it decides on your personal
can
preference,
we get an
honestly.
answer to my initial question? Like, are we answering? Like,
Okay, so what was it? Where would I take them?
yeah, on the first date. Like, what
Hmm.
would be your little your go to? Like,
I don't know if I have a go to, but I think I am a good listener in the aspect of like whatever our conversations were, like what they like to do. I would try to tailor it to something that we talked about so that they can know that I'm listening.
Mm,
I like to be like thoughtful. So when it, let's say they say, oh, I really enjoy like watching boxing, like I don't know, I might want to take them to like a boxing match or something like that, like as a first date. So I think I'm more personalizing, like I would personalize the date more specific to what I've learned about the person.
yeah.
Um yeah, so I don't have like a go-to spot, but I think that's how I would get them draws off.
you know what? I feel like for me, like I feel like I would be a two-part action. Like I wouldn't have a specific place, but like two parts. Like I want to do something like active or like something fun, like axe throwing or like even what else?
Go
Like
karting.
that like
Go
virtual
kart
reality
and then
stuff.
right, stuff like that, stuff you can actually do. And
Mhm.
then I would want to go out to eat.
Yeah.
But growing up, my go-to date was like the movies. I love the movies, but like
Hmm.
now, like I actually want to sit down and talk to you. I don't want to just watch a movie. I don't really see who you are as a person. But
Yeah.
now, like, I gotta actually get to know you.
But
Okay.
would you be open to doing like a two-parter in that way? Like y'all go to the movies, then y'all go out to eat, and like maybe conversate about the movie, conversate about
Yeah.
what you
Actually, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. But usually, like growing up, after the movies, it was like, all right, I see you.
on.
Like now with my men, like it's like, all right, we at the movies, we out to eat, we doing this. But like
Yeah.
growing up, it was like movies, and that was it.
And
So yeah,
you lied and said you was going to the movies with your friends.
right.
And they met you there.
And they met me there.
That's funny. I think that what would I do? I would do something like how y'all said, like personable, see what they really like, and then go for it that
Mm-hmm.
way. Go to the
Cause
end.
I know how I feel when somebody do something and I'm like, oh, they was really listening. Like if I say
Mm-hmm.
like I like red roses and they bring me the red roses on our first date,
Mm.
you're getting brownie points.
So let me ask you this. So I had a conversation with somebody, and they said that they wouldn't want to a man to cook dinner for them at their place for their first date. Would that be a deal breaker for y'all?
No, that would not be a
No.
deal breaker for me. I think that's a personalized date. Like if he says he loves to cook or he's a chef or whatever, like I really want to cook for you. Like I want you to come over. We gonna have a little nightcap. Like da 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 whatever. She probably was just thinking like he trying to get me. Like
He
I don't
trying
want
to,
to go.
yeah.
I don't want to go to his house and I don't want to. But it just depends. Like I feel like would I do that as the first date for safety reasons? Maybe not,
Mm-hmm.
because at that point you have literally the authority to do anything to me. You can put whatever you want in my food, in my drinks, whatever. So probably not on the first date, but I feel like I would do that later down the line. Like if I know that you like enjoy cooking, once I get to know you and know that you're not trying to kill me,
What about
then
if he offered to cook for you and you were like, I don't really feel safe with that, and he offered to cook for you at your place? Is
Oh
that
no, you're not coming to my place to cook.
I wouldn't mind
Like I
that.
wouldn't, I would like just like I wouldn't trust you in your home. Like I don't trust you in my like because
I
when I'm
wouldn't
ready for
mind
you
that.
to leave, I'm ready for you to leave type time. Like at least I know if I'm going to your house. All right, I see you next time. Like you might try to actually stay. Like I had a friend who invited somebody over and he would not get the hint that like I wanted you to leave. Like
So why
no.
didn't it just be a thing where you was like, "Can you leave?" Like I don't feel like that's rude. I feel
Right.
you don't want somebody in your home.
I think that's
I
rude.
mean,
Can
I
you
do that
leave?
all the time. I guess I don't care if it's friends, whoever. I'd be like, "All right, Joel."
But some people, but I don't think he was taking a hint. Like she kept saying, like, "All right, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm sleepy," and he like, "Yeah," and he just saying, like, "Leave." Like I just
Yeah,
told you I
I'm
was
I
hollering.
sleepy.
I don't
mean,
think I would have an issue with that though, because I'm in the comfort of my own home. You don't know what I have here. You don't know what security measures I have. You don't know what weapons I have. So if you trust coming to my house, then cool. You could come to my house. I'm cool with that. I think that was on like Think Like a Man when he like cooked for her. That was probably the best date she had ever been on. Like he put it on the rooftop. They was able to
Oh
watch
right,
the stars, all of this stuff. Like I think that's super romantic, and I think that's a lot more thoughtful
yeah.
than taking me out to a restaurant.
but also that wasn't his house. That was his friend's house. I just want to put that out there.
Either
He was
way,
a
he was
bum.
lying, but she thought it was his crib. So
I don't think
it
I
was
will
just
mind it, especially if I feel like I built a level of trust with this person and like
Right.
secure in my own home, I will say I wouldn't mind. I think
Yeah.
that's all right first date.
I might have a little camera set up and tell my friends,
Yo,
like,
watch the
make
cameras.
sure I'm not dead.
Right, like so.
But
No, I feel like you gotta just be safe anywhere. It don't matter.
and I feel like when you think back on the experiences in your life, sometimes your best experiences were ones where you took crazy chances that you like, I probably shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
Right. That's like when we
Like
went to the Bahamas.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
And that was
Like
very unsafe for us to just get
It
on.
we was
really
on that man
was.
boat. We was jumping in the ocean off this man boat. We let him
Like, what if
buy
he
our
would have just left
bottles.
us after we jumped
Do
off?
y'all remember the boat? When we were stranded.
Yes.
Like,
And
what?
that was so
Why would we ever
fun.
put ourselves in these predicaments?
I feel
Like,
like it was so fun and it was the most memorable experience. And I probably would do it again. So that's what I mean. Like, we can talk about experiences of how we wouldn't do something, but I feel like we have the best time when you sometimes just let go and just do it. Like, follow your gut. If you feel like it's gonna be safe or you're gonna have fun, do it. Like,
wait. And also, this other memory just popped in my head when we brought them people back to our Airbnb. Like,
why would we do that? But we had a freaking ball. Like, we had so much fun. So I feel
we
like
did.
we can gauge when it's like unsafe. Like
Hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like we all would be looking at each other like, I don't know about this. But I
Right.
feel like we've had some times where we can all judge, like, all right, this may not be the most logical thing to do,
Right.
but we about to have a ball.
Mm-hmm.
A mess.
So yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, to wrap up the first date thing, I feel like yeah, just being personable, doing something active, and having conversation is a good first date in my eyes.
Hmm.
hmm Like I don't want to do something that takes away from me getting to know you and
Yeah.
like us seeing like what kind of true chemistry we have and
Hmm.
like what's our vibe for real.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the first time I even went anywhere with Dana, we went to like Rita's and went back to his mom house and was just talking.
Mm.
Like that's cool for me. I'm so perfectly fine with it. That's why I'm so like the people nowadays are really like stopping themselves from meeting someone who could really truly be their person because they're too busy worried about what the person can do for them or like what kind of date they can take them on. Oh, can't take me here, can't take me here. Like get to know the person. Like stop being so concerned about where you go or how much money the person spends or like the
Mm.
status of the place. Like just get to know the person. Like
Hmm.
mm,
Yeah.
I think some people are so live in that virtual world of this is what society expect out of me, so I gotta commit to
yeah,
being this type of person.
Yeah.
mental illness.
Yeah. Speaking of social media, did y'all see like the girl hit up Jada on social media about her stealing her friend's design?
Jada
Yeah.
knows she wrong.
Jada was dead wrong.
She could say she was dead wrong.
Jada knows she wrong. I mean, honestly, as a person, it's not likely that you forgot that this was something that somebody sent you. I mean, from my own personal standpoint, because she's famous, so people probably send her stuff all the time. Can you wear my stuff? Can you promo my stuff? Can you do this? Can you do that? She probably didn't think about it, didn't remember, whatever. Maybe I'm just being devil's advocate, or she probably did and thought she was just gonna get away with it because she Jada Waiter and who gonna check me.
Yeah,
But when
but
it got
didn't
big, she probably was like, "Oh, let me
yeah.
apologize."
But didn't the DM say like, hey, like I saw that your line was inactive, and then she thought that she could you know use it. Didn't she say that?
She
I
might.
think I
That's
think
it.
she said I thought I tagged you. She originally tagged the girl, and
Mm.
then when she saw that the girl was no longer selling it, she untagged her.
Okay.
So she was like, didn't want people to start going to her page and flooding her with requests to get this bathing suit that she no longer sold.
Mm.
But I mean, honestly, if I say this, it's gonna seem like I'm a hypocrite, but nevertheless, if somebody's no longer selling it anymore and you feel like you like the design and you want to sell it, there's Fashion Nova, Sheen, Pretty Little Thing, who all sells the same stuff pretty
Right.
much. You just find it on their site for who got it for the cheapest and you gonna buy it. But then again, I also feel where the girl is coming from, because it's like, this is something that I created. This is something that, I was selling, and I'm probably no longer sell it because I don't have the following that you have. So I was forced to, really like not pursue my business anymore. So I
Mhm.
feel like in that aspect, I understand where she coming from, because it's like, damn, you got the following, so of course your shit gonna boom. Mine's probably not, because I'm just a regular girl trying to make a living, trying to sell my, stuff, my ideas, my craft. And it really wasn't going nowhere, and it didn't take off like I would have anticipated. So I don't know. I feel bad for the girl, and I feel bad for Jada Waiter, because it's like, being in the limelight, people treat you so dirty. Like,
Yeah.
people automatically assume that she went into it with the, oh, I'm still in this girl design. She probably didn't, but people gonna automatically assume that she did.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I like that she apologized and definitely said that
Yeah.
they could collaborate in the future on something hotter. Uh, maybe. So,
Yeah, I think that
what's,
was mature of her
I think
to
she
do.
took accountability.
yeah. What's
The
the?
girl better go ahead and do that.
I know.
Right.
All right,
I
let's
would.
shut down. Like, let's get in the lab. I'm open. I'm
Yeah,
free.
let's. What's up? Cause
Yeah.
I ain't about to be your enemy when you could put me on.
Right.
Get
That
up.
part.
Right.
So let me know what's the vibes.
Shout out
But
to Jada Waiter. I love me some Jada Waiter.
yeah, I like Jada Wheaton. But what do you think about y'all past experiences affecting y'all daily life now? Do y'all think y'all past experiences shape who y'all are?
Hmm.
Yeah, for the most part, I feel like it does. I feel like my past experience helped me grow as a person, and also like things of like how I go about in my life. I think in some aspect in everybody's life, like the past has always had some impact on where you are today.
Hmm. I
I
feel
think
like my eagerness to be independent, my eagerness to be financially stable, or at least to a point where I can do and move how I want to. Um, my ability to be able to um, try to look at people and accept them for who they are. Um, because I was forced to do that, like, in my life. So taking away all of that, I probably wouldn't be the person that I am today. Like, I've seen a lot of what not to be in my life, and I feel like that has helped me be what I wanted to be. And I feel like that's why I don't like when people say, like, oh, you can't be what you never seen. Like, yeah, you can, because you
Mhm.
know exactly what you don't want to be. So it's only the opposite that's left. Like, if you see this person never had a career, or you see this person never went to school, the opposite of that would be go to school, get a career. So I don't know. I think seeing what not to be really helped me understand, like, that's definitely life I don't want. So I'm gonna figure out how to get the opposite of that.
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
you think that like y'all past experiences, um, the perspective that other people have on y'all come from y'all past experience, or do y'all feel like people should just have a clean slate?
I feel like I'm sure people probably think of me one way because that's how I was. However, like I don't try to dwell on that because I know me. Like I knew I grew, and I know like the only way to show that you have grown is to show change behavior. So like I don't indulge in certain things like I know like I did before that would get me a certain way, or even like just like the people I'm around and stuff like that. I just think that it's up to that person or up to that individual that saw them the way before. Like they just have to see who they are now. So I think you could like clean your slate based on past experiences.
Yeah.
Shout out to
And I
Drake.
feel like,
Wholeness could be deleted.
Right. Ah!
that's
Not the hostess.
that's towards you, my friend.
yeah, wholeness could be deleted. It's off. Like, deleted.
No,
Backspace.
but that also
Um,
like covers like how we talked about earlier with Chris Brown. Like he did this when he was 17. Like why are
Mhm.
we not forgiving him for something that him and the other party forgave the situation?
Right.
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 But yeah,
Yep.
I definitely think your past experiences they contribute to you who you are, whether it's a positive or a negative way.
Mm.
Especially when other people' perspectives are coming into play. But definitely, I'm in the whim of living my life outside of people's perspective of me. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
It's
And
just
I
also
feel
I
like
don't
you
care
gotta
what y'all
live
think.
it. Mm, period.
Y'all love
Like, I
that.
love that. I was just about to say you also have to just be confident in the person that you know that you've grown to be.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that may have known you from high school or college and just knew what your attitude may have been or knew what your like just how you were just in general, and people always hold on to that image of you, and that's okay because you don't know the person that I am today. And maybe it's not meant for you to know the person I am today, and I'm damn sure not gonna fight for you to be like, oh, for me to say, oh, I promise I'm nicer, I promise I'm not a mean girl anymore. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. I was once that, and it is what it is.
Now I'm different.
So I really don't care about that. But I do feel like people have to understand that, like, why would you think that I would be in the same place that I was 10, 12, 14, 18 years ago? Like,
Mhm.
that to me is just like it already shows me that you just not growing with the times if you think that I'm that same person. So
Yeah.
I mean, shame on you, whatever. Don't care.
Next.
You said that. So what's something y'all feel like y'all want to do by 30?
Damn, that's next year.
Whoa.
What do I want to do by 30? I truly want to decide on my true career path. I feel like I've been battling with trying to identify exactly what I want to do as far as a career goes. So I definitely would like to decide that within my next year.
Mm.
Good stuff.
I think by 30, it's two things I want to do by 30 that I'm trying to process now. Like, I want to get my doctorate by 30, so I really need to get myself together right now. And then the second thing I want to do is I want to travel to Europe, like at least 5 to 10 countries by I'm 30 in Europe. Like, I just want to go to Europe. Like, I just want to start branching out. Like, I'm not just saying like even just Europe, but like I just want to start branching out to the other side of
So, is
the
you going to Africa for my 30th for
hemisphere.
what?
So Africa, I gotta pray on Africa right now. Because my friend also been trying to get me to go to Africa. I gotta pray because once you gotta tell me I gotta get some shots, I'm just like,
You
oh.
already got the COVID vaccine, baby. Like,
And I also didn't even want to do that. I had to do that for a job, so I'm gonna just pray a little bit on
People glad
Africa.
to do that for a job.
And you also talk about next year Africa. I don't have the means for next year Africa. Like by 30, sure, but next year I don't know.
all right, we're gonna pray on it.
Yeah, we gonna pray on it.
Yeah, I definitely want to travel more within these next 2 years, and I also would like
Girl,
to.
it's
Not
one
even
year. Like,
trying.
stop.
Right, y'all. They close to the
Like,
AARP
stop
club.
it. You talk about 2 years, like, girl, please
For these
spare
next
me.
2 years, I would love to travel more, but I also want to be. I want to. Be,
Like, I hate how she just tried to cap like that. 2 years is crazy. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead. What else?
I would like to be in a place financially where I am feeling like, okay, I got this. Like I can do other things outside of my responsibilities. So
Yeah.
yeah, I want to save more and go on trips. But I don't know how that's going to correlate, but
It
God
can
will
correlate.
get
He
it. So,
is.
God can make a way, child.
that's it.
Okay.
I want to be settled in my career and also like branch out and be like doing other things. So yeah. By 30, I'm looking forward to 30. Like I'm not afraid of 30 actually. So
Okay, that sounds like a commercial. Don't be afraid.
I'm
Don't
not
be afraid of 30.
I'm embrace 30. Like, I feel like 30 is gonna be my time where I'm like, okay, this is who I am. Like I feel like
But for real, all you can do is embrace it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's all you can do. But I feel like I got this mindset that by 30 I should have most of life figured out. Up to
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
And don't be disappointed if you feel like you don't once you get
oh
there.
yeah, I ain't gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna just go ahead and knock some years off.
Just try again.
Because I feel like that's also another thing where society puts like a time frame on when you figure it out. And that's something that I had to deal with too. Like, just me
Yeah.
not knowing exactly what I want to do. It's like, girl, you're about to
Yeah.
be 29 and you don't know what you want to do, but there's people that is 50 and never figured out what they wanted to do. So they just ended up staying at that job because they was just at that job. So I mean, I'm just giving myself some grace and
Yeah.
trying to dibble and dabble in what I like, what I don't like.
To
And
do it.
yeah, just taking it one day at a time. What you say?
It's the time to do it. Live in your 20s.
Okay, yeah.
Make all the
Mm-hmm.
mistakes
Live
you want.
in your truths.
We're still young. We got more time ahead of us than we do behind us. So
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
look,
And
knock on wood,
definitely
praying to the Lord because you don't know how much time you got. But
Right.
right.
ideally, I hope that I have a lot more time ahead of me than behind me.
Right. I wanted to ask y'all this funny question. I feel like this stemmed from somebody DMing me. Do y'all feel like when people DM you who are like not your type or like, why did you think? Do that offend y'all?
Yes.
Yes. Because why would you ever?
Like, what do I look like?
You
What
know, like
possesses you?
Like, do I look like I would ever talk to you? First of all, now that I'm married, I also feel like I make it very blatant on my page. Like, so I feel like if you still do little weird stuff in my DMs, like send me heart eyes or I don't know, I just automatically block you. Because
okay.
I feel like that's
We're
disrespectful.
into like married women though. Like they like the
Yeah,
whole
that's true.
idea. They that might be
Yeah, it won't be this one.
yeah.
Like I'm
So they see
immediately
they shot
blocking
just
you because I feel
the
like that's crazy to me. Like you see that I'm married, you see them wedding pictures on my page, you played yourself. Now you're blocked. Like stop.
Yeah, I feel like even if I was like completely single and out here and ready to mingle, if you did me
I
and
don't want to mingle with you.
you then why did you think I was you was the person that I wanted to mingle with?
And wasn't
Absolutely not.
Like it's offensive to me, yes. But I
very
got
much so.
some people are just bold and like to shoot their shot and they just feel like confident in themselves and their opinion.
And shout out to you. I'm not even mad at you. I'm
Right.
mad at the fact that you thought, but I'm not mad at you. Like shout out to you.
I'm actually still mad at you. But
You missed 100% of the shots you don't take.
right, but I
So
definitely like the confidence. Like whoever you end up with is gonna love that portion of you, like the whole confidence thing.
Good job for
yeah.
you.
You can say good job for you. I definitely be
Like,
a little offended, like, but
um,
speaking
So
of,
what is y'all show of the week?
oh, show of the week.
Cause I got a new one now.
All right, go ahead.
mm,
Wait,
I'm back watching 911, y'all.
no, that's so
good.
boring.
Back watching 911. Watched the first episode of what season 6, I think. Last night or the night before. And I just love me some Angela Bassett. Like she
I
is so
love
decent on there. Love
Angela.
her
Like she does no wrong in my eyes, like at
at
all.
all.
That's that girl.
She's
When
that.
you forget that a person is that person and you just really get into their character, that's how you know they acting their ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Like she don't give Angela Bassett on there. Like she is whoever her name is on that show. That's who she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so at what part are you on? Because I'm caught up with season 6.
First episode. So like they on the cruise ship.
Episode, like I'm just gonna have the episode stored in my mind. Like what happened?
Oh, let me tell you. So they on a cruise ship,
Oh, okay.
and she's figuring out that the wife got abducted.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Get into it. It gets good. What's your
Yeah.
story, Kay?
My shows of it, I got two. I know I always cheat. But Bridgerton, that is my show. I watched all 4 episodes and I wish that they would have just released the whole season. But that's
I was
been
about to say
my
it was 4 episodes.
yeah, it's only 4 episodes and then it comes back out June 13th, I believe. Yes, with Sudan. I can't wait to see how it's gonna unfold. And I actually started watching Game of Thrones with my man, even though he fell asleep. But Game of Thrones is actually really good, so I want to finish that.
What network they come on HBO?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I might try it out.
Mhm.
My show of the week, I was watching the Ultimatum on Netflix, the South Africa one. I seen the American one, but the South African one was actually good, surprisingly. I
Really?
ended up clicking it because I thought it was just the regular one and a new season of it. And then once I was like watching it, I'm like, okay, it's good. It was good. Um, I also want to start The Shy because I know this new season came out and I didn't start watching this new
Oh
season yet.
yeah, I want to watch that too.
I
Yeah,
can't get into that.
I love The Shy. So
Kiana, you be watching these corny shows like Bridgerton, but can't watch The Shy.
I know, but I tried to get into the show. Like I was getting into it for a little bit, and then it just got boring. I was like,
You watch Snowfall?
That's another show. I watched the first two seasons. I was in it, and
Oh
then
my
by the third
god,
season, I couldn't get into
girl!
it anymore.
You want to watch
I
these
didn't watch
white
the last
English
season of Snowfall, but I know it probably was good.
Yeah,
Snow?
no.
Wait, you say you didn't watch the final season of Snowfall?
Yeah,
Oh,
What?
I'm going to. Like, I plan on it, but
that's what I'm
I'm
saying. Like
sure
that
they
show
ruined it
just
for you
didn't give
already.
anymore.
Twitter,
yeah, they
TikTok.
definitely ruined it for me. But I think that made me want to watch it even more. Like, I want to.
Yeah.
How did
Y'all
this?
need to get into it. Kiana, I am disappointed.
I know. Usually I be with the shows, but those two, it's
No,
always
you
been.
don't, because don't you got oh no, it's your man that didn't never watch the black movies.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Y'all belong together.
Y'all,
I know.
y'all watch all the stuff. Y'all,
Here we are.
Like Lord.
that's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
But no, that was my show of the week. I'm excited. I want to watch the next episode of 911 tonight. Maybe I could watch two since it's only 8:21. Um
Yeah,
and
try to
yeah.
watch because you gotta get caught up. It was super good.
Y'all,
Yeah.
did y'all hear that Real Housewives of Atlanta? Did y'all hear about the new cast?
My
Yeah,
girl Portia coming back.
Portia. How y'all feel about Shamia?
They best friends, so I love when two best friends is together because it's the time.
I like.
Shamia.
I think Shamia gonna give us a good time.
I
I
feel
I
like.
like
hope
Shamia
Shamia
gonna
not
give a shit.
boring.
I don't know. She give me Portia vibes. So I feel like because I just seen a clip of them at her party or whatever, and they in there twerking and having a time. So I'm sure it's gonna be
Okay,
something
okay,
going
cool.
on.
It's crazy that they made Cynthia Bailey a friend.
She
They
needed to
like
be
take
a
that
friend.
lady
She's
peach.
boring.
They just
That's
had I feel
crazy.
like what is it that Cynthia's gonna bring to the show?
Nothing. But
Nothing.
wait, so that means Sonya not gonna be on there no more?
No,
Is
Sonya
And
got
Candy?
fired.
Candy's not on here? Neither
Candy stepped
is
away.
They need to
Marlo.
go ahead and bring Nene back.
yeah.
Yes.
I don't think
Love
he's
me some
ever gonna
Nene.
come back. I feel like they had like this beef that
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And
too
I
big
miss
of a beat.
Nene.
so I'm excited
Bring
for
her and her new man back. I want to be in her business.
I
that.
definitely want to be in the new man business because he got a lot of shit going on with
And
him.
you got that man pretty quick.
How do y'all
Real
think you gonna say pretty quick? How do y'all think that
clock that T. Hold on. Clock that T because she did. Because Greg was going for about what 3 months, and then
And
I
she
seen his
said,
ring.
new man on Instagram, post him.
y'all it is not a timeline on when you can find you a new man?
Why
It
did your
is when your
husband of
man
all
that you
these
love
years die?
exactly.
Like
It's,
all these
it
years, not
is
like just a little bit of years, like over 20 years y'all was together and you got
right.
to a new man in 3 months. That's a little
But I
crazy.
think low key, I feel like this is definitely gossiping, but I feel like well, it's not gossiping because I don't know if this is true or not. But I feel like she had that man while Greg was dead. I don't know the facts, y'all, but
She
Because
could have been
Greg
grieving
had
Greg's
prostate.
death. She could have been grieving Greg's death as it was happening because they knew the end of what was going to happen,
she
and she's
definitely could have.
not about to waste the rest of the life I do have and not have a good time with a person that I want to be with. Like so,
Child.
I don't know because it said to death do us part. I mean, better or worse. I mean,
And the death did do them part.
like so, what she like, and that's not even
Death did them
that
part.
was
So I mean, shout out to Nene for getting her groove back, but I feel like that was a little bit quick for me.
yeah, we ain't mad, but we just
Do
saying
your
it's
thing,
quick.
sis, but that was a little fast.
How y'all think Kenya gonna act on the show with like the younger group that's going into
Oh,
the show?
Kenya gonna be on there? I thought she wasn't on there.
No,
Yeah,
she gonna be on there. Kenya gonna be Kenya. I really don't like her
Oh
too
my
much.
god, Kenya's gonna be arguing with Portia all the time. And
yeah.
No,
Drew.
actually, I think they said they on good terms, but I feel like Kenya gonna feel like those young girls doing too much, and she gonna have to clock them like this is my show.
I
I feel like
think
that's how
that
she gonna
Drew,
be.
because Drew's a follower, so I think that Drew is gonna be trying to be up Portia ass.
No, actually, it was a tweet that went out that said Drew and Portia are not friends.
Mm.
So this is gonna be
Can't wait for the
interesting.
season. Bravo, you did your big one on this one,
Y'all
honey.
did a good job.
Because
I'm
Y'all
they
did
speaking
your
saw
big
us
one.
talking shit.
sooner than I seen it, but I'm hoping y'all did a good job with this cast. But speaking of Cass, before we get out of here, I love that Tia Kemp,
Oh my God, Tokyo and
Olivia
Carissa.
County and Clarissa are about to be on a show together. Like y'all have my full undivided attention.
Who is
At
Clarissa?
Blueface
That's
mom.
Blueface mom. But
Oh, and
I
who?
low key feel like she don't
Blueface
belong up
mom.
there because I was looking
Oh
at
my
the
God, the two crazy moms.
I was looking on the video. I don't think Clarissa belongs up. I don't think she's on that level with Tokyo and Tia though. Like I feel like she kind
What
of act like she up there, but
level is she on?
Right, but I feel like that's
like cause
cool.
Tokyo and Tia are crazy. She don't get me crazy. She just get me like outspoken.
Yeah,
Got
maybe.
you. But we
Like
don't
they're actually, I think it's something wrong with them.
It gotta be.
we might need somebody to bring them down a little bit, bring them back up. So we'll
Yes.
see.
Well, y'all,
They got
I
me.
just realized that we never prayed before we
Mm.
got into this. So Lord forgive us. We'll make sure that we pray on the next one. But that's crazy that we forgot to do that.
We'll close out in prayer.
That's what I was about to say. Oh yeah.
Wow. Let's go ahead and close it out after talking all of this trash.
Forgive us, Lord.
Close your eyes and bow your heads. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting us shoot just another podcast. Thank you for letting us have a successful podcast where we're able to talk about real lifetimes and really give our in real time opinions. I ask that our following continues to grow, and I ask that we continue to fall deeper and deeper in love with podding. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See y'all next week.